G'day, welcome back. So we're back here in the Audi. Now when I got this car a few years back, whenever it was, it came with some nasty 90s CD head unit. Didn't sound that great, don't have any CDs. So yeah, at the time I swapped it out with a little JVC media player. It's got USB, it's got aux, it's got radio, it's all I needed. 4x22 watt RMS for $56, quite the bargain. And since I've rebuilt the engine, which is still going great, I realised that the sound wasn't actually that amazing, and then I figured out it was only actually playing out the front speakers. There is a reason for that. So up front, originally we had these Nokia 4-inch speakers. You see, pretty plain, pretty standard basic speakers. These actually sounded pretty good. So yeah, two of these on the dash. We'll show you those in a bit. In the back, we had these beasts. Again, these are Nokia active speakers, which were the premium option back in the 90s for Audi. So you've got a fuse in, so these are amplified, powered speakers. You've got your inputs here. These are component 2, so you've got 5¼ inch mid-range speaker plus a 1-inch tweeter that runs off there. There's also an output, because in the coupe and some other versions of this there's also a subwoofer option. I didn't have that. These are, you need to have a line level input to get these working. I didn't have that. I couldn't be bothered messing around, so I just replaced the speakers. Alright, so I went with Rockford Fosgate. Never used them before. Turns out they got 3 levels of speaker. They got the Prime, which is the entry level, designed to replace factory speakers, nice and sensitive, so they work well with standard simple head units. There's also a Power and a Punch, which are the better quality ones. So got some 4-inch three-way speakers that I put in the dash. In the back we went up to a 6-inch component system Prime pair of speakers, and yeah, they sound pretty good. I also had an old Sony 4-channel amp lying around, so I've put that in the boot and I'll give you a listen to the system. There is a little bit of a twist in the tail that we'll come to shortly, but yeah, I'll give you a listen, show you what it sounds like, then we'll go and have a look at the bits and pieces. So lots of detail on there, not a lot of bass on this track, so we'll just go to the next one. I know you've probably figured out you don't get that much bass just from 4 replacement speakers. So after I put the 4 in, I still had 2 channels spare on the amp because I powered the front speakers off the head unit. I had 2 spare channels. We're missing a bit of bass, so we've gone and perfected that. Let's have a look. Right, there's our dash mounted 4-inch speakers. Perfect fit. Look good, sound good, although you don't see them because they're under covers. That's what they look like with the cover on. Right, round to the rear door, so you see a 6-inch speaker fits in perfectly. You'd probably get a 6.5-inch in if you wanted to cut holes, but I didn't have to cut anything on here, it just went straight in. You'd probably even get a 6x9 in there. Tweeters, again, direct fit. These can be angled a wee bit, and you'll see, look at the other side, that's kind of, see, my seat comes quite far back, so it actually lines up pretty well with the tweeter, so I get a nice kind of audio image there. Let's have a look at the boot. This is what we got in the boot. Hang on, I'll just have to turn it down. So there we go, we've got a Alpine 10-inch bass cannon in the boot there. You can see the boot's huge, doesn't really eat into the space. There's our high quality amp install up there. You can see lots of zip ties. It's pretty neat otherwise. So I've only got a single line out on the head unit, so I've just used splitters to split for the second set of channels, and I bridged 2 of the channels for the sub, and it works perfectly. Right, so for entry-level speakers, an entry-level sub, a spare amp, this is probably the most impressive car audio setup I've put in myself. It's it's remarkable. It sounds incredible. Mids and highs are really detailed. Bass is where you want it, nice and boomy. Well, not boomy, nice and controlled. Went with the 10-inch over the 12-inch for a bit more kind of responsiveness and control. But yeah, no, it works great. Really impressed. Kids love it. We get a lot of the wiggles on here, so yeah, very happy. There's our $50 head unit, 50 New Zealand dollars, so that's like $12.80 US. So there we go. That's my budget audio install. Works great, love it. Probably the best upgrade I've done to a car in a long time. So there you go. Comment, like, subscribe. We'll see you for someone else.